All right, that covers the Republican candidates. Let's talk about Robert F. Kennedy. Again, we had him on the show 3 years ago, had him on the show back a year ago. I've always really enjoyed talking to him. Fascinating guy, a guy that was pretty much boxed out of any media coverage for years, labeled this, that, and the other. And yet anyone who ever spent any kind of time with him would say, this is a fascinating guy. This is a guy with principles. This is an intelligent man, not to mention incredible history, family history, trauma history, who's continued to press forward. And, hard not to spend time with him and not feel like you're around greatness.
In many ways, he is very, very modern and yet very traditional. So I had I've spent a lot of time with him, traveled with him. Like I said, I consider him a friend. We haven't gone hiking in LA, which is like his favorite thing. I've never visited him at his home in LA. He is a falconer, by the way, and he used to be an equestrian. He grew up in Northern Virginia. So we have that. Anybody that likes horses and big birds is okay in my book. But he's what a history. I mean, how can you not forgive and empathize with his history of drug addiction, given that his father and his uncle were assassinated, and he's convinced it was by the CIA? I mean, if you want somebody who has a deep bedrock loathing of the administrative state, that would be the guy, and for good reason. He called me personally, as he has many times with the editing of his book and other things. I'm really flattered and honored to consider that him as a friend, and people that are very close to me are very involved in his campaign. One of them is launching a super PAC for him. There's 2 super PACs now. So I actually know both leaders from both super PACs also for him. This is the button from one of them, Bobby, A Voice for Change. American Values is that super PAC.
Is that Ed
and
Dowd?
The other one.
Is that Ed Dowd that's involved with that? I know Ed.
Ed is involved in the campaign proper.
Okay.
At this point.
We had him on after you suggested him. It was incredible, and he's back on in another week or 2.
Excellent. Yeah, I just have utmost respect.
And James O'Keefe is here next week as well, so thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Well, see if you can get him to... He started to open up with Megyn Kelly and said many of the things that he said over dinner. And so watch that one, and then you can pin him and force him to move even further. Okay. O'Keefe, interesting guy. Very, and personally, I think that what he has experienced, the backstabbing, may in the long run make him a better person. In terms of a little bit of humility goes a long way, and a little bit of battle-hardened experience in the nefarious ways of boards of directors. Certainly, I mean, as a business person, you can appreciate that your board of directors has to be managed very carefully because they can bite. And he got bit. So getting back on Bobby. So Bobby called and asked that I go to the Boston rollout. And I was scheduled for there's an anecdote I'm going to share. So I was actually at a hit for a guy that broadcasts over, he has a Spotify contract that broadcasts out of Palm Beach. Tommy is his name. That hit that we did, and then I had to jump on a plane at 6 a.m. out of Palm Beach, make Boston to go to Bobby's thing. So that was I did backflips to support Bobby in that. Because he asked, what are you going to say? What he expressed, and it's kind of it says something about Bobby. He called and he said he was really afraid that there was going to be all the major media there, and the venue would only be half full, and there would be egg on his face, and it would be an embarrassment, and he needed help making sure that people, as many people as possible, came. In fact, the place was jammed, absolutely jammed. I could barely get to the bathrooms. I mean, it was just insane. So that fear did not manifest.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I am just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.